Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. Today's topic is going to be how to enter swing trade orders into your brokers. So if you're ready, let's step into the war zone. All right, guys. So a lot of people have been asking me how I do it in the private rooms. How do I set the swing trades up? What's the criteria, etc. So I thought I'd do a video here to break it down for everyone. All right. So first of all, in the private room, we have 86 people now. It's only been about a month, and I'm very, very grateful for that. And we have certain system of how we take our private trades. All right. So for you guys, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you a free plan, a free setup that you can use. All right. So for the purposes of this video, the swing trade setup we're going to take are hammer bars on the weekly chart. It's a very, very powerful strategy, and I'm going to give that to you guys for completely free today. All right. So if you like what you're getting here, please comment, like, and subscribe, and help me out. Help me spread the free education to all of humanity. That's my purpose. Thank you very much. All right, guys. So what we're going to do here is we're going to say, okay, any hammer bar that shows up on Tesla is going to be a hammer bar that I'm going to go and I'm going to swing trade long. Okay. And how we're going to do it, we're going to get in 1 penny above the high of the hammer bar, and we're going to put a stop loss 1 penny below. So what are the recent hammer bars we see? So we have this hammer bar, and this hammer bar. So these two hammer bars, I actually did swing trade on Tesla, and I made good money doing that. All right. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit about how I did that. All right. So first thing we have to do is we have to understand when we're trading in our brokers, all brokers have various different type of orders. We want to use a stop limit order with a bracket. Okay. That's how we take swing trades, and they must be good to cancel. Okay. Because we want to put the order. So the style that I teach is minimalistic mechanical orders. What it means is we put the order on the weekend before the open, and we let the trades do their own thing. So it's going to fill, it's going to hit the target, or it's going to hit the stop loss. We don't manage it. We just have a predefined risk, and we have a predefined target, and that's how we trade. Okay. This is the most simplest way that anybody can do it. And this is why I like having this type of strategy on top of my day trading, because it gives me a break and it allows me to diversify myself. All right. So let's say that this hammer is your signal right here on Tesla. So how are we gonna put this order into the broker? So let's look at this. So on TradingView, if I zoom in, you can hover over the candle. It's going to tell you the exact high and low. So the high of this candle on the weekly chart is 668.50, and the low is 614.23. Okay. So how are we actually going to take this setup? Well, what we have to do is I like using this tool called the long position tool. Okay, so I take that tool, we just put it over here, and we're going to double click on it, and we're going to make sure that our entry price is 1 cent above the high. So the high is 668.50. So we want to get in at 668.51 because we want the high to break for us to get in. So we get in with the momentum. That's key. My swing trading strategies are all momentum based, and we want to get in with the power. And then the stop loss here is going to be 614.22, 1 penny below the low. And then what we're going to do here, this is the most important part right here, your risk. Okay. So let's say you want to risk $1,000 on this position. So what that means is if this Tesla position turns around and hits our stop loss, we're going to lose 1,000. However, if it goes to 2 times our risk, we're going to make $2,000. So this is a risk that we're willing to take. Okay. So now we hit okay. So now it tells me right here, the quantity I need is 18 shares. So I need to buy 18 shares in order for this trade to be, to hit my $1,000 risk as well as my $2,000 target. So I'm going to put a target right up here at 2R. So this is where we want to go for this swing trade. Okay. We want to get out at least 50% of our position at 2. And then we're going to take off some more at 3 and 4 and so on and so forth. Okay. So 3 would be $3,000 profit. 4 would be $4,000 profit. Okay. So how are we going to do this? Well, in the broker, we're going to put in this buy stop limit 668.51. Okay. And then your stop limit order is going to be split into 2 parts. First, the stop price, and then the limit price. The stop price is the price where you want your order to become live in the market. So we want to get in only if it breaks the high by 1 penny. Okay. And the limit price is the maximum you're willing to pay, because sometimes you're going to get slippage on stock. You don't get it on futures. So in futures, the limit price and the stop price are the same, but in stock, you have to add a few pennies on top of it. Okay. So for Tesla, it will be stop limit. The stop price would be 668.51. The limit price would be 668.55. Let's say you add 4 cents. Okay. And for smaller stocks, you only want to add 1 or 2 cents. Okay. So that's part one. This is the order that's going to be our buy. This is going to put us in the market. But we need to have a bracket order attached because we need protection. We need a stop loss, and then we need a target. So in Interactive Brokers, which is what I use, you can just hit the plus sign when you put your order in, and it's going to take you to add a stop loss and add a target. And for Thinkorswim, you can use the buy with bracket order. And there's usually, I think, 2 or 3 brackets that you can add. I think you can even do more, but I don't use Thinkorswim, but that's what I've seen from the people that are trading in my room. They're using that. Some of them are using that, and then that's how we figured that out. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, buy stop limit. We covered that. And then we're going to have stop. Stop is going to be a separate order that's attached. And that's going to be 614.22. So what that means is when we get filled, our stop loss becomes active. So if the stock turns around and hits 614.22, we're going to stop out and we're going to lose $1,000. Okay. And then the profit level, like I said, you can do whatever. You can do 1 times your risk, 2 times, etc. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to say 2 times is going to be your first scale out. So all you do is you drag this up to 2 times and it's automatically going to tell you 77712. So that's what you want to add as your limit sell. Okay. Going to sell your position. Okay, at that price. And normally what I do, if I have 18 shares, I'll maybe take about 10 or 12 shares off at the target and then move my stop loss to break even and then leave the rest on for bigger targets. Okay, so that's what we do. So to reiterate, we need to have a system. So I'm giving you guys a free system. Okay, buy hammer candles on the weekly chart for free, no charge. Okay, then we need to have the stop limit, which is your entry price, which the stop is when your order becomes active, the limit is the maximum you're willing to pay. Then we need to have a bracket attached to it with a stop loss, which is just a sell stop, and a target, which is a sell limit. Okay, so you're gonna have a total of 3 orders. Okay, so once you do it once or twice, guys, it's very, very simple. Very, very simple. So for your particular broker, just Google how to do it if you're confused. Okay, but every broker is different. So for Interactive Brokers, like I said, you just hit that plus button when you put in a buy stop limit order. And for Thinkorswim, you just hit that bracket with 2 or 3 orders. Then it's going to put you into the extra brackets that you can attach. Okay. And the last thing that I want to say about these orders is they need to be good till canceled. This is how I trade mechanically, and I set and forget. So once I put that order in, it's going to be there until I cancel it. So let's say, in this case, Tesla, the very next week, it broke the high, so we got filled. But what if Tesla went sideways for like this and it didn't fill me? So if as long as I leave my order here, eventually when Tesla breaks through that high, then I'm going to get filled. Okay, so I normally leave my orders on for 1 to 2 weeks. And if I still like the price action and the setup, I'll keep it going. If not, I'll cancel my order, right? So like if Tesla turns around and comes all the way down here, I'm going to cancel my order. Okay, guys? So the next thing, let me just give you one more example with Bitcoin, and then we're going to wrap it up. Okay. So I talked about Bitcoin many months ago about how the inside bars have been working very, very powerfully. Okay. And sometimes people don't take it seriously, but inside bars are a very, very powerful tool. I use them for day trading. I use them for swing trading. I use them for everything. Okay. And I combine them with my Fibonacci. So let me clear up this chart here and let's talk about the most recent 2 examples. Okay. We had this inside bar. We had this inside bar. So I'm going to use this one, and then we're going to set up the swing order. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull long right on the high. I'm going to put a stop loss below the low. Okay, let me get rid of the Fibonacci so it's a little bit clear for you guys, and let me zoom in. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Let's hover over the candle. The high is 35,005. So let's say I'm going to put this in here. Entry price 35,006. Okay, that's where I want to get in. Okay, I guess you can only go in 5s for Bitcoin. So 35,010, okay? And then the stop loss here, the low, 32,530, okay? So then we're gonna go here again, 32,520. There it is. So again, if we wanna risk $1,000, it's saying we need to get 0.08 worth of Bitcoin. So this is the futures market. So that's how you would set it up in your broker. And you would do the exact same thing. You're gonna put a buy stop limit, 35,010, And then your limit price will probably be 35.015. So you got to add one more level to it. Your stop loss is going to be 32.520. And then your first take profit, if we bring this down to 2, it's right there, is going to be 39,980. All right, guys. So that's how you could use it, because a lot of people have been asking me about Bitcoin. Personally, I just trade blue chips and I trade futures for the S&P. But this is how you can do it. And I just want to give you guys the tools so you're able to do it. All right. So this video took me a lot to put together, and I really hope that you guys gain some value from it. So please comment, like, subscribe. And if you're interested in my setups and the way I do my swings in the private room, it's $50 a month, guys. For February, I haven't lost a swing trade yet. All right. And I hope it stays that way. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.